Okay, let's go.
Alright guys, are you ready for some brutal, hardcore comedy roast battles?
It looks like God made a person using nothing but Sum 41 lyrics. That's a good one, Tenacious D Cup. I appreciate it. You know, Jake, honestly, I'm surprised you're as out of shape as you are, considering how often Captain Ahab must chase you around with harpoons already. You white girl. Dave's really hard to describe because he looks like both the victim and perpetrator of a school shooting.
Thank you, Benicio del Oreos. Manny got to play the lead in his high school production of In the Heights, but for them, they had to change the title to In the Girth.
Right, I don't know if you knew, but the pandemic's over, so you could tell your eyebrows to stop social distancing.
What the fuck?
Emily Siero once TikTok that she was being followed around by men in the gym, which I believe because I believe all women. But what I know is when they were following her around, they was also caught saying, "You need a spot, bud?"
Damn you. You look like Freddie Mercury if he worked at a Newbury Comics.
If you laid Dave on his back, you could put a motorcycle on his forehead and jump his nose over 12 full-size buses before safely landing on his chin. Emmie, I'm glad you were able to get out of Parisham's purse to be here.
Ben, you honestly look like the fifth member of a boy band that they tried to hide after allegations came up about it, okay?
We are fully aware that you look like you went to Caitlyn Jenner's surgeon and stopped halfway through.
I'm so glad you chose the name Bat Boy, honestly. You're just not funny enough to do it.
Dan still lives at home with his dad and doesn't have a day job. Dan tells people he's a full-time comedian, which is another way of saying Dan still lives with his dad and doesn't have a day job.
How does this man look old and young at the same time? He looks like he's 12 years old but has a 60-year-old's hairline.
You guys, I felt like I was watching a stepbrother, stepsister porn. Like you guys were just like ready to lube up right there.
Very talented. Ben, thank you for taking time out of your bowling league to be here. I don't know how it's possible to look like a half-smoked cigarette. But
I didn't know what was going on. He started taking off masks and shit. Like I was just like, a very special episode of Scooby-Doo.